What is up, everybody, and welcome back to an exclusive interview on PW Mania. My name is Scott Mitchell, and today I am joined by one of the biggest TNA stars of the past decade, I would say, at this point, Moose. How are you doing today, Moose?
I'm doing great.
That's great. I want to start from probably one of the biggest pieces of TNA news in the scene nowadays, and that is that you guys are going to be debuting on AMC on Thursday, January 15th. What's the morale like when you guys found that out, and how excited are you?
Oh man, it was we heard rumors all over the place, social media, different people spreading the word. But once we found out for sure and was confirmed by Carlos, I mean it was joyful. I mean it was excited, especially guys like myself and Eddie Edwards and um Frankie and Eric Young, guys who've been in the company forever. Um, we've been through the ups, we've been through the very lows, and um, I feel like this was the biggest news that we've heard, especially since I've been here and been in the company for 10 years. I'm excited for it. I can't wait till January 15th to start rolling. There's a huge opportunity for myself and the whole company to get seen by way more people. So we have to put our best foot forward.
An AMC network, for those who are watching this who might not know, is available in around 60 million homes in the United States. So it's available in a lot of places. How important
Yeah.
is it to you that TNA did find its next home on the AMC network? And how important is it to you, not just you, but TNA as a whole and the roster who have been back there for all these years and experienced the highs and the lows?
I mean, it's very important. It just shows that we've been growing. We once never gave up or once never stopped believing what TNA can be. And January 15th, we get that opportunity to show the world who TNA is and how good we are.
And TNA will make its AMC debut in Dallas, Texas for a couple of big shows this month on the 15th and on the 17th. What's your mindset heading into these big events? And does it add anything special to you that this will be the start of a new era?
Um, I'm kind of different because I treat every show and every event the same. As like I think I got that mindset from one of the coaches I played with, Bill Belichick. It's business as usual, man. I'm always busting my ass. It doesn't matter who I'm in the ring with. If it's somebody that's 300 pounds or somebody that's 150, if it's somebody that's no name or if it's a superstar. I treat every match the same. I'm always going to put 110%. I'm always going to prepare and be disciplined 110%. So going to the AMC debut and going to the pay-per-view 2 days later is I'm not gonna do anything different than I normally do to prepare. Um, that's just the type of that's just from my standpoint. But I mean, somebody else on the roster might have a different answer for you. But for me, I treat every show and every moment and every event the same.
For sure. And TNA also returns to Albuquerque later this month, too. And I did want to ask about that. What's your mindset on returning to Albuquerque and heading into these shows as well?
It's not returning for me because I've never been to Albuquerque, like not even a visit, let alone the wrestle. So I'm looking forward to what Albuquerque has to offer. I know nothing about it. Never been to New Mexico, so I'm kind of intrigued on how the fans are. So another great opportunity for us on AMC. So I'm looking forward to it.
And over the past year, maybe even a little longer now, we've seen the system running roughshod over TNA and everything that you guys have accomplished together. What's it been like working with Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, Alicia, and JDC as well?
Oh man, it's almost like going on a vacation, but you're going to work. I mean, all those guys you just mentioned all my closest friends in real life. You know what I'm saying? So it's thanks to Tommy for having me work with my closest friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's joyful. It's a vacation going to work because I get to hang out with those guys. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I would never be the one to complain about being in a group with your best friends. Like that's honestly the best. The last 3 years has probably been the best 3 years of my wrestling career because I get a chance to work with those guys.
And I need to ask specifically too. We saw JDC's career come to an end. He officially retired. How important was it to work with him on the tail end of his career and see everything that he's accomplished in his own right?
Oh, JDC is awesome, man. I learned a lot from him. It's funny because one of the first times we tagged, he yelled at me for me doing something stupid, and then he told me why I shouldn't do what I did, and just right there shows like the type of guy he is. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like teaching a guy who's considered a veteran in myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then JDC also is a great person. Um, he's a great person. He's a funny character. He's all of the above. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And I would be remiss if I didn't ask about the biggest partnership I think we've seen in wrestling in a long time, and that is between NXT and TNA. This is something that a lot of people never thought we'd see because it was something that was a little unheard of in the world of pro wrestling for a while. And how important and how cool was this to you to be a part of?
Oh man, I honestly believe without the working relationship that we had the past year and a half with NXT, we probably wouldn't be in the position we are to having this AMC deal. And plus, I just think because WWE they have a big platform, so every time one of our talents go there, we're seen by millions of people. You know what I'm saying? And after our performance there, those viewers that watch their show, if they like a guy like myself or Santana or Leon, they will tune into Access TV where our used to be our home to see what we're doing there. So I'm grateful for the relationship. It's only going to get better. Obviously, it's going to get better because we're just in the beginning parts of it. Yeah, I'm glad that we have it, and I think it's going to be much better now that we're in a bigger network. Um, I believe, and I don't know for sure, but just from my belief, they're gonna send us bigger stars, you know what I'm saying? Because before we used to be on a smaller scale network and access, but now we're in a huge network that you mentioned is in 60 million homes. So that it will probably make them want to send more bigger stars to our show because getting seen by more eyes.
For sure. And we saw you have a dream match with Femi, and you most recently worked with Ethan Page as well. What's it been like to work with some of the top guys in NXT too so far?
Oh man, it's been great. Obafemi, I could say nothing but praise about him. In fact, after the first time got a chance to work with him, I said he's going to be the future of WWE, and you could just see how he's being presented in his time in the main roster. And with Paige, I mean, Paige is a good friend of mine. I've known him for probably a decade now. We've had matches together. We've worked with each other, had tag matches with each other, and I was just happy that we got to show the world our chemistry on a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And, with 2026 now just beginning, what are your goals for this year? And do you have anyone you'd like to share the ring with, whether it be in TNA or NXT?
Uh, my goal is just to be a bigger human, a better human being. And that's one thing I know I can control. With everything else, man, I don't like setting long-term goals in wrestling because A lot of those things are out of my control. You know what I'm saying? Like it's whoever that has the pen, right? So the only thing I can control is, and the only goal I could have is things that I could control, and that's being a better human being and giving 110%, continue giving 110% every time I step in the ring. And as far as dream matches, um, I mean, I have a lot of dream matches, but like I said, it's just a dream. I don't control if those matches happen. But I mean, I think it's well known that my biggest dream match is to do work with Brock Lesnar, because he's one of the guys that, especially during my football days, that I looked up to, and he's one of the guys that I molded the Moose character um to on, you know what I'm saying? So he's definitely the number one guy, but he's on the main roster, so I don't know if there's even an opportunity for that to happen. I don't know. I don't control that, but the only thing I do control is whoever, if I ever get called back to go to NXT, whoever I share the ring with, I'm gonna give 110%.
For sure. And my last question for you is I'm very high on TNA Plus. It's a great app. You get to go back and watch all the early days of TNA. You get to see a ton of good stuff there. And for those who want to see more of TNA, why would you recommend people should sign up for TNA Plus and go back and watch the old videos and the new videos as well, too?
Especially for the newer fans, I think it's great to sign up for the app, because if you're just new catching on to TNA, the app gives you a lot of footage of old wrestlers who came by TNA, guys like Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles. I know I'm missing a bunch of names, but it kind of teaches you and show you some of the history of the company, you know. So, I mean, just that alone, I think is a good buy.
For sure. And I do thank you for your time today, Moose. It was a pleasure to work with you. I look forward to seeing TNA's debut on AMC next Thursday, January 15th at 9 o'clock.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.